everyone, and welcome back to the BRC1966 car reviews. This is Packbat.
And Jeff is here.
I'm just going to go ahead and apologize right now for being the flakiest flake to ever flake. But we're back in the swing, and we'll try to get some more cars reviewed.
Well, it didn't help that I had computer problems.
Computer problems never help.
No.
Except in science fiction stories where they are convenient. But
oh, yeah. But
in reality, they never help.
When your power supply starts going and crapping the bed,
Yeah. Generally considered to be among the bad things that can happen.
Yes. I'm amazed I didn't suffer damage because there wasn't enough power going to the CPU. So instead of running at 3.4, it was running at 1.6.
That sounds like my CPU.
Yeah.
Like my takes 5 minutes to start up automation CPU.
Yeah, 1.6 and an i975 thing. Yeah, it wasn't very good. Oh well, here we are.
Looking at Cool Kai's car.
Yep. The nice sports car. This might actually go faster because we've already looked at these four cars because my recording last time was garbage. Because I remember making fun of the small doors.
Yeah, it's almost certainly...
there is a door handle. You have to get right up to the car to see it, but there is one.
It's body-colored door handle. All right. I mean, yeah.
Yep, the fixtures...
Well, presumably you have to get right up to the car to get in anyway, so that's not a huge deal.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's something a little bit funky with the...
exhaust.
With the exhaust fixtures on the model as opposed to... on the trim as opposed to the model here.
Yeah.
Alright.
Minus 15 quality body.
Right.
Plus 1 here on the chassis stuff.
Okay.
The technical term.
Adds a little bit of extra weight, but it adds some other things. So it's something I never do, but it might work for people. Fiberglass panels. So minus 15 fiberglass is the Super Leggera option.
Ooh, plus 3 on the fixtures.
Yeah, nice little boost to reliability.
Longitudinal rear wheel drive.
I think I've heard people claim that you get more drivability sometimes by having bonuses on the fixtures, but I haven't seen it myself.
You do get reliability.
Yeah, and it's cheap, so cheap reliability is a good thing.
Okay, a slightly cut off engine.
Yeah, I probably designed it with more revs, but I mean 33.6. I can see why Cool Kai didn't want to.
Standard cast iron crank and con rods with forged pistons and plus 2 quality there. I'm not saying anything particularly out of the ordinary here. Plus 6 quality for the valves.
Yeah, relatively sporty cam profile.
Yeah.
I apologize if I'm completely forgotten what a sporty cam profile looks like. It's been a while.
DCOE, twin, performance, super leaded.
Yeah, so...
plus 6.
It's good quality, but it is... so the red line is right at peak power.
Yeah.
I would have given it at least a couple hundred more revs. I mean, you could go up to 7,200 as you just showed.
Yeah, that
and
would
still
be
keep a 30 reliability.
This would be a good spot.
I mean, I'd go farther, but I'm...
Well, if you don't want to go under 30, it's a good spot.
Yeah.
I would go until this performance index stopped going up, which is at 7,500.
Oftentimes I find that it's the step after the performance index stops going up that is the best performance for me. Which is a little weird, but whatever.
Yeah. That follow-through helps afterwards, though.
Yeah.
Single exhaust and race.
minus quality, I guess saving a little bit of money.
And this is a good way to throttle the engine sometimes, but doesn't appear to be necessary there.
So yeah, fine-tune the exhaust restriction.
Slightly improved fuel efficiency as a result of the -1.
Yeah, that implies that the exhaust is sized for power lower down in the range as opposed to at the peak.
Yeah.
It's a pretty economical engine, actually. I guess that +6 quality and super lightweight, so not as much power as many engines.
Okay, do you have your engine cost calculator thing there?
Oh, just a second. Let's see. We're looking at 11 grand, plus 16 grand, so 27 grand.
Not bad.
Yeah.
I wish engines were that cheap in real life.
By the standards of this competition.
Yeah, I wish engines were that cheap in real life. I wish good engines were that cheap in real life.
Well, I mean, these days you've got a lot better technology, I think. And this is just the cost to produce the engine. It's much higher to the consumer.
Yeah. Much higher, being like 4 times that.
Yeah. Well, also, this is a race engine. It doesn't have to be reliable, which affects things.
Yeah.
All right. So we got +8 quality here. It was a cheap engine, but it was expensive body panels. So.
Yeah. +8 quality.
Automatic locker.
Expensive drivetrain too. +8.
Yeah. It's good.
Just random thought of the day. I know they made it at some point so you could actually design your own gearbox, but then decided to drop that because it wasn't very interesting. I wonder what that looked like.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, like, I can really see why they dropped it, because it's a lot of extra work for a small amount of better customizability.
And people apparently just didn't enjoy it either.
Yeah. I mean, it would let you simulate things like some of those ridiculous gearboxes where the ratio between the fourth gear and fifth gear is much larger than the ratios between the lower gears, because fifth gear is just for cruising.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Does it really add much to the game?
It doesn't add much to the game, and it adds a lot of work for the players, so...
Yeah, and the programmers.
Not a winning combination.
Well, standard semi-slicks 205 and 225, rim diameter 13, and wheel diameter 25.59.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Good-looking speed graph and good-looking handling graph.
Yeah, the low-speed cornering graph is very nice. We'll have to see what the high-speed cornering graph looks like.
Yeah.
A good stagger on the wheels. That 205, 225 makes sense for mid-engine or rear-engine car.
Mm-hmm.
And braking looked good. Are you on the braking?
Go back to the braking now. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Braking looked pretty good. A little bit of excess braking, not much, but so that's pretty ideal.
Gives them a good sportiness rating.
Yeah. What was the brake fade like? Not much.
Brake fade?
Yeah,
3%.
Yeah.
No airflow for the brake.
Doesn't need it.
And it's possible that there's a bug or that this thing is undercooled a little bit.
Sure. I mean, actually, like, something that occurred to me is that if you mess around in the model fixtures and skip straight to the engine and trim without going through the trim fixtures tab, then it keeps whatever fixtures were set for the model fixtures. So a lot of people might have done that, and that might be a source of a lot of inconsistencies here.
Ah.
Like when I'm running a competition, I always open up the file, and go through all the tabs from the beginning to the end, and then do the calculations. Because I want it to be deterministic. And if there's any problems that show up that way, then the players will know and the players can fix it.
Yeah. Okay. There is zero safety in this car.
Yeah, I mean, the buyer said that safety is folded in with average reliability rather than being judged in and of itself. Which, I mean, I guess, but...
And it's only for the accidents where it's folded in, right?
Well, I mean, that's the only place where the vehicle reliability as opposed to engine reliability comes in.
Yeah.
It's, I believe the formula is you basically have a random amount of damage from 0 to 100, and that gets divided by your safety, your average reliability to give you how much damage your car takes in the incident.
Yeah.
So, like, the safest car is, like, half of it is going to be... I think the safest car was, like, in the 50s, and so it was, like, 50-50 shot in every incident. But, like, I don't know. I don't think I quite understand the formula. It's changing in the next revision. It's going to be a lot more medium accidents and a lot less heavy accidents.
Okay. That'll probably be handy seeing the number of cars we've had just get creamed by accidents.
Yeah, I mean, like, there was a whole, like, flame war-ish on the forums over it. Like, a lot of people were very frustrated that they built a car with good safety and were taken out of the competition in, like, 3 out of 4 races.
Oof.
It was... Yeah, I mean, right now, it's a little bit frustrating because it's a little bit chancy.
Yeah.
Honestly, like, I think a lot of the reason why I've had so few accidents is because my car is fast enough that I'm not on the track with other cars. And that's kind of a crazy thing to have your safety based on. Like, are you the same speed as somebody else? In that case, you might be screwed.
Yeah. +8 quality on the aerodynamics. He's got no under tray.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't put an under tray in until I saw Clone Dodger do it. So, like,
comfort is doom. Sorry.
Huh?
Comfort is doom. -15.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know if they're going to do anything with comfort in the future, but there's no reason for comfort.
There's no reason for comfort in this. I'll like move comfort quality up and down, this interior quality up and down, just to like set the weight where I want it.
Ballast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So -15 non-safety. So yeah, we're talking about this is a plastic car.
It's made of tinfoil and bubble gum.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean, it's... I would say coat hangers and bubble gum. It's not tinfoil.
It's still MacGyver's car one way or the other.
Oh, wow. That's a lot of difference in camber. Oh, I forgot. Can we see the aero tab again?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's got more understeer at high speed, but not a lot more. So it's actually pretty good even at high speed in terms of the yaw rate.
That is a big change in camber there.
Yeah, so just a second. Let me look at...
It's actually not the most extreme I've ever seen, but it is pretty extreme.
Right.
If anyone remembers...
Yeah, getting a lot more tire wear on the rear than on the front.
Yeah.
Like, front tire wear is toward the low end, and rear tire wear is toward the high end of ranges in the competition. Like, at Silverstone, it's 4.9% in the front, 6.08 in the rear. As opposed to, like, your car is 5.6 5.6, 5.7 both.
Yeah, because my car is pretty balanced in terms of that camber.
Yeah, that was another thing I was happy about in my own car. It's also pretty balanced. Like, I figure that kind of thing makes for predictable handling characteristics. I know it's not implemented, but from a role-playing perspective, I like the idea that my driver doesn't have to worry about the car getting real loose or real tight over the course of the race.
Yeah. This is not the most extreme camber I've ever seen.
No, there's definitely been cases where I've been setting up a car and had to go positive camber on the front, go negative camber on the back to get it to hook up.
Did you see were you involved in the 1945 BRC?
Oh yeah, I was.
With my front camber about as positive as it could go and the rear camber about as negative as it could go.
I didn't remember that. Yeah, but yeah, I got 19th in the 45, and then I got 32nd in the 55. So this is the first time that I've been remotely competitive.
As you become competitive, my car becomes garbage.
It
was in the
weird
top
how
10
things play out. There's, what was it? I think one of the people we're looking at later was in the top 3 in 45 and just has been struggling ever since. All right, so very good cornering at low speed, decent cornering at high speed.
Yep.
The
acceleration 80 to 120 is actually a bit lacking.
Could be the gearing and that chopped off power curve.
Yeah.
I mean, we could look at the gearing real quick if we want. Like, yeah, what? 80 to 120, there's a gear shift in the middle of that, and yeah, you're looking at second to third gear. So you're starting kind of low in the power, you get up to power, and then you drop down for third gear. So
yeah,
it's not super surprising that it's less than amazing acceleration there. Oh, this minor thing. It's got a lot of excess grip in second gear and so forth, so that's going to be good for rainy conditions.
Yeah, rain's not going to affect this car that much.
I mean, it's going to affect the cornering, obviously, but it's not going to affect straight line.
Yeah. And the time is... I've got my hardware monitor up right now. Processing the time jumped the CPU usage from 61% to 75%.
Okay, so we're looking at 221.14. Yeah, pretty.
This is kind of funny.
Respectable top speed, I think.
Yeah, this time here is from my front-wheel drive test car. Which is a full 30 kilometers slower in top speed.
Yeah. Cornering is worth a lot.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, just a second, looking at...
221.14 is still very good, though.
Right, Cool Kai is the aggressive pit strategy guy. I think he's on no inters, and... like, he's doing a one-stop, I think, in most races. So he's been doing pretty well. He got 6th at Silverstone and 13th at Snetterton. I don't have the results for the later races written down.
I should probably change my pit strategy, but I haven't done anything of the sort yet. What's with this sector gap here? Time gap?
Just a second.
Huh? There's a weird gap in the sector times here. I'm not sure why that is there.
Oh, in the visual display, you mean?
Yeah.
I don't know either.
I don't remember.
That is a little bit funny.
Okay, so let's move on to the next car.
Yeah.
And computer didn't crash. Hooray. It's a good sign.
Right. So now we are looking at...
The starting of this recording was entertaining. It's like, okay, we found the cars that we need to go, and there goes automation.
Yeah.
Back to model.
So we had to re-record this episode. So, okay, so the fixtures are on the trim, not on the model. All right. Anyway, this one is +0 quality and +0 quality aluminum. So this is a middleweight car. +0 fixture quality.
Unable to load fixtures.
Oh, that's just the badge.
Yeah. Transverse rear-wheel drive. I like how... Actually, I do have to say this. I like one thing about this game. I don't have these fixtures. So it just goes, you don't have them, and keeps going. Other games, if you don't have what they have, it crashes.
It's a really... I really like that. Yeah. It's good. It's a good way to handle that kind of error.
Yeah, it just goes, oh, you don't have this. Okay, so we just don't load it.
We'll just power on through and pretend everything's fine.
Yep.
Anyway, I really like the design of this car.
It is
like the tiny little grille in the front with the little signal lights on either side, pop-up headlights. You look at the back and you got that big grille with the taillights in it and the little thing down below.
Yep. I like this. It's a gull wing door.
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of the handle placement on the gull wing door, but like the rest of this car, I think is just very nice.
I'm just thinking if all the people are gonna smack their head with that door when it opens.
Well, I mean,
because it's a short car, so they're gonna be leaning forward to reach down, and they're gonna pull that latch and smack themselves in the face, and I'm gonna laugh.
I mean, they knew what they were getting into.
Yep, quite literally.
Yeah. All right.
Okay. V8 flat plane, aluminum and aluminum.
DOHC 4-valve, short stroke, nice looking engine.
Yep.
Forged head pistons, so that gives you an extra point of RON. Reasonable kind of sporty cam profile, only +4 quality. This isn't pushing the revs super high.
No.
It's got 4-barrel carburetors. It's got pretty good engine fuel economy.
Yep. Better than the previous car, 377.8.
Yeah. It actually, let me look. Actually uses a little bit more fuel than the previous car, but that's because it has an extra 20% horsepower. So, yeah.
Yep. Long tubular single exhaust.
That's the lightest tubular heads.
Yep. And +2 quality.
Mm-hmm. Oh, man, I am so looking... I've already said this, but I'm so looking forward to the engine calculation update.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be so awesome.
I think next
we're going to have to rebuild everything, but I'm going to love it.
Oh, good reliability, too. And the fuel efficiency is at 14.85%.
Well, I mean, that fuel efficiency doesn't mean anything, because that's fuel efficiency at like 2,500 RPM, and nobody cares.
Yeah. Do you have the calculations there for engine cost?
Just doing them now. 1420 plus 1175 is about 2,700, 2,600. So yeah, another
reasonably priced engine.
Another reasonably priced engine. It's pretty good.
5 gear ratios, which is standard, +9 quality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so this car, it's got good speed off the line, and it's got good top speed. It's pretty powerful.
A little bit of wheel spin, but...
I mean, that is just how much power this thing has. I mean, you're looking at a mid-engine car, and somehow it's still burning up those rear wheels.
Yeah. Sports Compound Road, that is why.
Oh! Right. Yeah. That was super impressive, actually, to me, at least. The set managed to set up a really fast competitive car on the sport compound.
Yeah.
I mean, the two major advantages of sport compound are tire wear. Well, three advantages.
Tire
I was about to do a Spanish Inquisition quote riff, but anyway, our tire wear, which is quite low for this car, and
he's less affected by the rain.
Less affected by the rain. It's minor effect, but it's still there.
Yeah.
And top speed, actually, because the sport compound has less rolling resistance.
True. Good braking. A little bit over, but that's good. One piston, +3 quality.
Sorry, just a second. I'm looking up the...
+11 quality on the aero, and no downforce.
It's got a lot of understeer at high speed, but, I mean, that's just... It's lift. It's got lift.
Yeah. He's pretty much exactly spot on with cooling, and there's no brake airflow. Basic, -15. Standard 60s +5. Power, and he's got power steering.
Yeah. He wanted to make a car that was reasonably safe. Okay.
I think he's done it.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. He's just had the worst luck. But I'm looking at the race results, and the race he finished was Knock Hill. Came in 11th. So it's a quick car.
Key thing it's there just, the race he finished.
I don't know. Apparently, he hired Maldonado or something.
Someone who can't drive?
That's the standard joke. I mean, he in the first race was out on a driver error 10 minutes before the finish, actually, which is terrible. Second race, crashed into Conan, took himself out. I don't even know what happened in the fourth race. But yeah, he got eliminated in all three of those.
Ouch.
And yeah.
Progressive twin tubes, zero quality, 2.3 and 2.4.
Yeah, I like the setup. It looks like a nice setup.
It works.
Like really stiff sway bar on the front, just to, I mean, really just to transfer some of that load to the front as opposed to the rear. Like normally you're looking at, because the rear is so heavy, like having a stiff front sway bar helps counteract the kind of oversteering behavior.
Yeah.
So.
Good looking car.
Yeah.
That's going to be a bug on my end.
Oh, sure.
Because the price is slightly over on my computer. That's a bug on my computer. And good reliability, I guess, 61.5. Corner is meh, but that's because he's using sports.
Yeah. But 252.1 kilometers per hour top speed, that's quite nice.
Gets him 221.21.
Yeah, I mean...
That's really fast on Sports Compound.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of amazingly fast. And, yeah, like, the thing that frustrated... I think he was saying the thing that frustrated him most is that he built this car for high-speed courses.
Yeah.
And he got crashed out on high-speed courses.
So he's pretty much doomed now.
Well, I mean, he's not 100% doomed. That's still fast, and the automation test track is not a high-speed course.
Yeah.
But he probably expected to get some top 10 finishes in the first two races, and that's a lot of points that he doesn't get.
Yeah. And I think he should have gotten them, but...
Yeah,
he got the wrong driver.
You know, all you can do is just get ready for next year and complain to the judges about the rules so that they change them.
Which are in the process of changing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to the new BRC rules, too. It sounds like they're bringing some great ideas.
Good.
On to Lutheran.
Insufficient cooling to be reliable.
Probably some kind of fixture bug.
Yep. Zero quality on the body. Nothing spectacular.
This is probably one of those cars that it's a mid-longitudinal. It's probably one of those cars where the fixtures were set up on the body, on the model, and not on the trim, but it wasn't caught during production. So, yeah.
I always thought like the mid-engine car would have the engine more up here, and you'd be sitting on top of it. But
I remember thinking that. But yeah, like what mid-engine means is just that it's between the axles. Like people even talk about mid-front engine cars where they just have the front axles all the way at the front and the engine behind them instead of on top of them.
Yeah. I wasn't even aware that stuff was there. Oh.
It's something that people have been talking about that they want to have in automation because, like, it is another body style that is pretty common.
Yeah, and I imagine that would be particularly common. Like the front mid?
Like, it's a way of getting a front engine car without, like, a front longitudinal engine, for example. And, like, that might be nice. And that might be a way of having earlier front engine cars than, 1962?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that previous area there had zero quality, and this one's got zero quality
What was the quality on the body panels?
0.
Okay, so it's another medium weight car.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I do like the color.
Oh no, the vents are still there, so...
Yeah, it's just...
Yeah, I don't know what the story is. Yeah, that's a good color. And, I mean, the fixtures looked good before they vanished again. Yeah. Oh, well. 253 horsepower.
Ooh,
got a little bit of over rev.
Cast iron and aluminum.
Interesting.
That'll hurt.
I mean, that's classically correct, but it costs you in reliability.
Yeah.
Like, that is a realistic setup.
Oh, we got forged steel, forged H-beam, forged pistons.
I mean, that gives you lightness and smoothness, but the forged H-beam doesn't give you the revs, so you're still not getting extra revs out of it. You need forged I-beam for that, which isn't unlocked yet.
Nope. And
moderate cam profile.
A little bit less than the other two cars with the cam.
Yeah.
And a little bit less on compression, too. Plus 4 quality, though.
Mm-hmm. And another 4-barrel twin car.
Plus 5.
Race intakes, which is, 24.7 engine reliability.
Yeah, that's still actually pretty good reliability with a race intake.
Yeah. Well, plus 5 quality here, and it's not revving super high, 6,400. Can I see the bottom end real quick?
Bottom end? Yep.
Okay, so it's a little bit short stroke.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean, it's pretty good. And, yeah.
It is. Baffled and baffled.
I'm baffled, too.
He's not the only car with an exhaust. I know mine had it.
I shake my head at you people. All right.
He's still got good power.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, it's cost that I'm...
Does it really cost that much?
Thinking about here.
That is kind of negligible.
Okay, okay. All right, I'll give you that one. It costs less. It costs like $20. Still though, like, it seems like a weird decision to me.
Well, we can find it out now. What is the cost of this engine? It's like a game show. What is the cost of this engine? 18. It's cheaper.
No, 2,800. Sorry,
2,800. Okay, so it's still not out of line.
Yeah,
it's more expensive, but
it's not expensive actually. Like there are people coming in with $4,000 engines. This is still under $3,000. And he's not spending that quality on the transmission.
No, it's only +2, but look at that top speed.
Oh. I'm looking forward to seeing the aero tab.
Oh, that's where it's going to be. Semi-slicks.
A lot of stagger, 185 to 55.
Yep.
225. 255 would be illegal.
Yeah.
Good braking.
2-piston.
Pretty soft pads, so
which helps the comfort.
Gives more drivability there.
Yeah.
Okay, so high-speed cornering is going to be kind of questionable. We'll have to see what that looks like.
Whee!
Lots of brake airflow, because those soft pads will speed real quickly.
Oh, there's probably a glitch with the aerodynamics, because it's not loading all of the vents.
Yeah.
So that might explain some of the absurdly high top speed.
Right. Okay.
And he's got
maybe just for testing purposes. Actually, wait. Go to the model tab. Okay, and now skip straight to the trim tab without clicking through.
Got worse.
That's worse.
Yeah, there's a glitch. Ow.
Okay. I guess go back to the model tab, get the trim fixtures back in, and I don't know, drop the brake cooling and increase the engine cooling just to get it to +0.
Oh, almost made it doing that.
All right, so it was at 100% brake airflow. So go ahead and increase the cooling airflow until... Okay, and drop the brake airflow some.
It's not making that much of a difference on top speed, but it
certainly
should
then,
be.
All right, what was it? Like, maximum brake airflow and drop the cooling airflow to like, what was it, 90?
Yeah.
No, it was more than that, because I think it was like 30-something.2.
Still, it's a bit...
Yeah.
A glitch.
I mean, whatever.
Yeah.
All right,
-6,
so...
-15 on nothing, and -15 on safety.
Yeah, no power steering for you.
Nope. Is power steering even worth the extra cost and weight?
I like it. I mean, it gives you a nice boost of drivability, and it's not super expensive either.
Yeah.
It costs you a tiny bit of reliability, but we can't tell in this case.
No.
Because bugs.
Yay. Bugs. Hydromatic.
That's supposed to be there?
I'm going to assume that's supposed to be there.
Lothran, let us know if this is correct. Alright.
Look at the camber.
Yeah. Pretty significant difference in camber.
Well, having a good camber in the back helps with high-end cornering.
Yeah. Oh, this is another car with lowish wear on the front and high wear on the back.
Look at the sway bar stiffness.
Yep. Those are some stiff sway bars. This really wants to corner 0.9 degrees. This corner's flat. We can still run it through the test track.
Yeah. I would have expected better cornering out of this car.
Yeah, I don't know.
It could be completely bugged.
Yeah.
One thing that's kind of funny that I discovered recently is that my car no longer has a rear sway bar.
Hmm.
It's broken. It is very, very broken.
Okay, then. Oh,
221.
your real-life car.
Yeah, my real-life car.
Ah. Huh.
It's there, but it's only connected on the passenger side, and the driver's side has no connection to the axle or anything, so it's just hanging there.
Well, that seems like an issue.
Yeah.
That could affect, like, how it handles.
Haven't noticed anything. It's such a wimpy sway bar. It's like it doesn't do anything anyway.
Okay.
It's just noisy.
Right, so, fix it when you want to.
Yep, 220/84, which is a good speed.
Yeah, I mean, look at that top speed.
Yeah.
Well, finished 14th at Silverstone, and engine exploded at Snowden. But was in 11th when the engine exploded.
And the next one. I'm always scared going back to the main menu and going into the sandbox because I'm expecting the game to crash.
Well, it hasn't crashed yet.
Yeah, well, it crashed before we started.
It hasn't crashed during recording yet.
No.
Alright.
The giant M.
Yeah. The Bob Wiley. Mach 7. Unfortunately, I don't think he realized this. I think there were a couple people who didn't realize this. Their buyer takes a picture of the right side of the car, not the left side of the car.
Ah.
So it didn't say 7 on the door. It said, whatever that is. Lambda?
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a something.
Anyway, just tiny thing that they didn't anticipate.
Yep. -3 quality on the body.
Okay. So a little bit lighter aluminum.
Yep. Mid-transverse. Okay, so it's set like that.
Yeah.
What engine is he using? That's a V12.
Oh.
That's a tiny V12.
Well, it's gotta be. You want to fit that sideways in the engine bay?
That's a toughie.
V12 is... I mean, it's the second longest engine. I mean, i6 is longer just because you only have 6 cylinders to get the displacement.
Yeah.
But yeah, V12s are long. So yeah, that's very much
that's a
race engine.
Yeah.
Tiny, tiny cylinders going very quickly.
Aluminum, +1 on the fixtures. Oh, what was the quality on that part?
0, I think.
I think so too. Yeah, it was 0. That's why I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Rear-wheel drive.
What else would it be?
I know.
Alright. So let's see this V12.
Pretty flat power curve up there.
Yeah, that's kind of cool.
V12.
You get up to power and you just have it.
2.4 dual overhead with 2 valves.
All cast iron. Cast iron, I know, gives a little bit of extra power because it's stiffer, and so something. I don't know.
More thermodynamically efficient, maybe?
There's magic. It has less resistance.
Iron is magic.
I don't know. It's something that the automation developers found and incorporated into the game. So, +3 on the bottom end. All the components are a little bit unhappy, but still got good reliability.
Yeah.
A lot of cam.
Lots of cam. Look at how high it revs.
Yeah. This is
+8.
Very interesting engine.
DCOE.
Because only 3 carburetors, not 6. Performance intakes, super leaded.
That's just an incredible thing to think about. 6 carbs.
Yeah.
Super leaded. +10 quality. 92 advanced ignition timing.
Yep. I mean, it's set up for high rev performance.
Only a single exhaust with long tubular.
Yeah, I mean, that's the lightest configuration for tubular exhausts. All right. This is going to be toward the expensive end. I can already tell. No. Yeah, this is 3.6 grand.
Yep. Listen to that sucker roar. And watch the oil pressure spike off the gauge. To the trim. Pretty good drivability, really.
Well, I mean, we are looking at a smooth V12. Yeah. Look at that, like, power delivery. That's pretty nice.
It is.
Yeah.
4.7 0 to 100 time. Automatic locker, plus 8 quality.
Weird handling characteristic there. We'll have to see how it looks on the suspension tab. Sometimes this tab is a little weird.
Yeah. Staggered wheel width again.
Ooh, 275, 175 in the front. That is a narrow front tire. Yeah. Although V12 is probably pretty heavy, especially since it's iron.
Oh, yeah. Nice braking.
Little bit of under braking at low speed, but you're hardly ever down there anyway for the rear wheels. Yeah. So that keeps braking tire wear to the minimum.
Plus 1 quality.
Weird decision to have 2 piston brakes in the front, which needs less braking, and 1 piston brakes in the rear, which needs more.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Let's go.
Semi-clad, downforce of 12.
Okay, so just a little bit of downforce. A little bit undercooled, actually. Yeah. I mean, it's a reliable engine. That could be a bug.
Yeah, it could be a bug, but I'm kind of actually thinking this is intentional.
Hmm.
Yeah. What's the top speed? 247.
It's got a lot of understeer at high speed, so I mean, I'm expecting the handling curve, the grip to be less than spectacular.
Yeah.
But it's probably pretty good.
Minus 15 quality there, minus 15 quality on nothing, minus 13 quality on safety. It's actually got a safety rating.
Yeah, well, it's got advanced safety systems as terrible as they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still got that funky thing going on there. Very low camber. Just a second, how much tire wear does this guy have? This is low tire wear.
I imagine so.
Leo was on the sport compound. This guy has like 10% more tire wear than Leo on semi-slicks.
And everything's pretty balanced with his suspension.
Yeah, I mean, he's got so much stagger in the wheel sizes that, I mean, I guess that handles all the weight difference. It's just you have the really narrow front wheels.
Test track. That is surprisingly all right cornering.
Yeah. I mean, it's similar to Leo's, actually.
Yeah. It's not great, but it's a hell of a lot better than I was expecting. I wasn't sure if that thing was actually going to get a G on both. In fact, I wouldn't have been surprised if it didn't get a G on either one of them.
Sorry, just a second.
So that's a bit surprising, considering I'm still surprised and I've seen this car before. 220.92.
It's good.
About as fast as the previous car, which was fast, probably because of a bug.
Well, yeah. Anyway.
What happened
all right.
Here.
So, yeah, that's 4 cars. But you said there were like 3 more in the original batch?
Yeah, let's take a look at that real quick. We have 4 more cars. Yeah.
No, one of those is my front-wheel drive.
Oh yeah, because these are your 2 front. That's your front-wheel drive cars.
That was my front-wheel drive test car. FR is the one that I entered.
Yeah. Should we do a little bit of bonus content and just do the 2 front-wheel drive tests and show them off?
I don't know. If we're going to do more reviews, I'd rather just do the last 3 reviews and have those done.
Okay. I don't have the time to do the last 3 reviews. It is 10:53 at the moment, and I've got to leave for college at about 11:30, and I've got some phone calls I need to make.
Okay. We probably have to wrap it up then.
Yep. See you all next time, everybody.
Be well.